far this year?
It's been great, feeling a little bit more comfortable this year. Last year was, kind of a late ad and felt like, a bit of a whirlwind, so definitely a lot more comfortable. And, it was great. I spent the first month here, or last month of the summer here, so set me up really good and felt great.
What's your goal for this season? What do you want to achieve this year?
I always say to just take things day by day, try to have a great day every day. Hopefully I can dominate in the AHL this year, and that'll give me the looks that I want up top.
What did you focus on when it comes to your game this offseason?
For me, it's just still, my skating and, working on my balance and stuff like that, rotations and, some technical goalie stuff. But, still working on filling out. And, I added some weight this summer, which I think helps me. And,
How did you go about doing that?
Just eating right, and I got a great trainer back home and a good group of NHL guys that I work out with all summer. So that was huge for me. I had a really good summer, and just working with Margaret and getting my nutrition in a better place.
What's it like hanging around with Sammy?
Sammy's great. He's awesome to be around. He's always smiling, and I played that preseason game last year, and I was very nervous. And Sammy came up to me. He's like, "Don't worry, first time NHL. You do great." So he's a great guy. He's great to be around, and he keeps things light and stuff. So it's awesome.
How did you feel in your preseason game this year?
Felt great. A lot more comfortable. I didn't feel like it was such a pace adjustment as last year. I felt confident, felt comfortable, and felt on top of it.
How much ease were you put after having an ELC going into an off season? Like that's a big accomplishment for anyone in the pros to get that, but then also to just kind of have that out of the way while you can focus on you.
Yeah, that's a great point. Allows your mind to be focused for sure. You don't have other things you're worrying about. You know what you got to do. What you're looking at for the next season, and just performing and, like I said, putting in a good summer.
What changes did you make to your diet? How did you improve that?
Just cutting out burgers and stuff, some greasier foods and stuff, and focusing in on some cleaner stuff, more vegetables, and
How many pounds were you able to add?
I was up 10 pounds from training camp last year to training camp this year, so happy with that, and just try to maintain throughout the season.
Where does that help you in goaltending? Is it stability? Is it just ability to go side to side?
Yeah, all the way around it helps you. You're in better shape. You're going to have better stamina. You're going to be able to move faster. And, for me, a little extra weight helps me, not fly around so much and be in more control.
Whose shot has impressed you at camp this year? Have you noticed anyone?
That's a good question.
A newcomer coming out?
Obviously, Austin always a tough one to stop. I don't know. That's a good question. Max Ellis has a very good little snapshot. Knives wires the puck. That was the new one. That would be the one. So yeah.
You mentioned not trying to fly out as much as before, but as a tall goalie, how have you found you've grown into your height? I guess.
Yeah, for me, I find, obviously you take up more than that as a big guy, but when you open up, the holes are bigger too. So just, staying compact, staying tight, playing a little bit deeper, and just playing in control.
How do you sum up the camp so far for you?
I think it's been a great camp so far. Every day is an opportunity to show what you got, and obviously I'm new here, so there's some new learn the system and all that, so I'm trying to learn every day and stuff like that. So, but as a whole, I'm happy with the camp so far, and I'm excited for the future.
What stands out to you about the system?
There's nothing too crazy. I've played kind of similar before, but obviously it's hard closing gaps and quick plays and stuff like that. So. Nothing too crazy, but there's a clear system that we, as a player, is going to follow as good as we can. So I think it's good.
What can you bring to this organization this year? What are you hoping to achieve?
I'm hoping to achieve hard play a solid defensive game. Kind of two-way game. I can join the rush and make some plays offensively too. So yeah.
What intrigued you about this possibility in Toronto?
I mean, great organization and stuff like that, and I think it seems to be a good spot for me to come here and show what I got, and I'm excited for this year.
You obviously have experience in Canadian markets. Like, what have you learned about what playing in Canada is like?
Hockey is everything here, so it's very fun to play in Canada, obviously, because hockey is so big, and there's a lot of excitement and a lot of you can feel like all the teams are like the fan group are coming together and stuff like that. So just the whole excitement about hockey in general.
Yeah, he looked great. He's a full court press going on to play for tomorrow, but I don't think the medical department's going to agree with him. So we're going to give him. He won't play tomorrow, but all signs point towards him being available for full go next week.
Why did you opt to keep Tavares, Nylander, Domi, that group together for practice today?
Really didn't overthink it today. We had two different groups again today, so we really just wanted to get the guys on the ice and get going. So we're not overthinking that, but I did think the line was good yesterday.
Two Michigan kids and Miller and sorry, the other one, Ellis. Thank
the
you.
other one, yeah.
Possible for them tomorrow, given the location of the game?
Haven't considered the location of the game, but we are gonna, we've got a bit of a shell of a lineup. We wanted to see how all our guys were today and make some decisions based on that.
You mentioned Mikko the other day as someone who's really surprised you in camp. What are, I guess, the NHL-ready qualities that you see in his game?
He's just been very solid and consistent, which I think if you're looking at a depth defenseman and a guy that can give you minutes, that's what you want. He's, in the games he's played, the practices that he's been in, he's made very few mistakes. He's been extremely solid with the puck, without the puck. He just looks really confident and comfortable. So it's been great. He'll play again tomorrow, and I think we've been really pleased with his development and what he's shown here. The way that he's played, I have no concerns if we need to recall a guy that he's in that mix.
Why did you keep Fraser in the first group today?
Just looking at it, we wanted to get Holmberg back in the middle today and get him some reps there. And we didn't overthink things too much here today. Just kind of managing the bodies and trying to make sure we had three even lines in the first group. So that was really as simple as that.
You wanted Benoit to bring a physical presence. I know at least one of those penalties last night looked kind of cheesy, but how would you feel that he's added in that department?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing, right? You're trying to be physical, you want to make an impression that way, but you can't take penalties. So I talked to him today. He knows that, and he was first acknowledged it's not common for him to get caught up in something like that, but he's another guy who will go again tomorrow and get another opportunity. He's, as we've talked about a couple of times here, he's behind a little bit in camp, so the more we can get him going and keep him involved, I think it's better for him, and we're still learning about him.
Is the plan to use Mitch differently a little bit on the penalty kill this year?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like with Matthew's involvement, I see an opportunity there to keep him with Mitch on the penalty kill at different times. So I think, I'd like to experiment with Kampf and Yarncroc together and see how that goes. But as I think I've talked to you guys about before, my goal is to have a lot of options on the penalty kill and then be able to adjust to whatever's happening in the game, whatever the minutes and ice time for guys are, and be able to spread it around a little bit that way. I think we used 8 guys yesterday. I think through camp we've used as many as 12 or 13 different guys that have killed penalties. We've got lots of options there, and some guys that it's new for that I think have picked it up really well, and other guys that we rely on I think have done a good job for us too. So we've been really encouraged with that part of it through this camp.
Was there something that spurred that, or is it just to give yourself more options when you need them?
Well, what spurred it is just we've looked at it and I thought there was a lot of minutes available there. Like some of the guys that we lost that played important roles for us last season on the penalty kill. We looked at it. There was no sure things of guys that I would say that could take those minutes. So you start to think a little bit outside of what's what we've done in the past, and whether what we've done or what others who are coming in have done. I mean, Gregor, for example, you know, San Jose has had one of the best penalty kills in the NHL for a number of years now, and he hasn't been overly involved in that. He's dabbled in it a little bit, and he's done a lot of it through their practices, but hasn't been used a lot in games. So we think he can take a step in that area here with our team, as an example. You know, we've talked about Austin. You know, Willie, I think, can take on a little bit more. So we've got some options there. Nye's coming in. You know, there's lots of different options for guys there, and Nyes and Mitten, you know, in the games they played together, have done a terrific job for us. So Holmberg, another option, like all the way through, and I'm sure I'm forgetting some guys, but we've got a lot of depth in that department to be able to work with, and you know, as the season goes along, you'll probably see us, you know, kind of hone in on you know, a more consistent group, but more guys we have that are comfortable doing that, then the better.
Ilya seemed to take a step last season in his career and establish himself here. What do you see as like the next step for him this season?
Yeah, just consistency. As always, like, that's the difference. Every goalie that plays in the NHL has got talent, has ability, but being consistent, you know, night in, night out, that's what separates what is really a small class, a small group of goalies that have found that level of consistency. Otherwise, it's a little bit all over the map, but that's what you're seeking. So just, you know, take advantage of every day you have to be as prepared as possible for whatever comes.
It was kind of the first time we saw you, William, and Max together. What was the feel like? What did you like?
Yeah, it was good. I think obviously a lot of good skill sets there, and obviously tons of familiarity with Willie. I think getting a feel for Max, and I think good thing for us or a key for us will be just being really good on the forecheck. Obviously, I think we can play in transition well, especially with their speed and their skill, ability to do a good job there. But when we have to go earn pucks back and get on the forecheck and retrieving pucks, I think will be key for us to sustain success, and obviously important to be reliable without it in a good 200-foot game.
William, I think he might have led the league in breakaways last season. What, from your perspective, when you play with him, what does he do well to kind of create those chances?
Well, I think you're just his awareness of when those opportunities are there. You know, not putting the team in a tough spot because he sees an opportunity to catch a break. I think it's just his instincts are so good to read the situation, and for me and him in particular, playing together for a while now, for you know, many years, and getting a good sense of each other's game. You know, our habits and just body language, things that you anticipate and that you kind of notice, things that you pick up on that allow you to read the situations like that, and obviously capitalize when those chances are there.
I guess Ilya, Sheldon says is fine, but what goes through your mind, I guess, when you see he's in a little bit of pain there?
Yeah, I don't think you want to see anyone, you know, get hurt in practice, and obviously, you know, the importance Ilya is to our team and the role that he plays and the type of netminder he is. So, but good to see that he's all right. So, you know, physical, fast sport. Things happen at times, even in practice, but just happy he's okay. And like I said, big part of our team. So, good to know that he's all right.
Yeah, did you see him? Is he laughing it off? Or
I didn't see him in the room after. Yeah, I know that didn't seem like it felt too good, but. You know, heard through some of the guys talking, and that he was okay. So hopefully he's not too sore tomorrow.
Yarncroke, I guess, is the one who got him. Like, he's got a shot. I know maybe he doesn't get all the hype of the shot shooters on this team, but how hard is the Yarncroke shot?
Well, I think Sammy would say it's pretty hard. So I think Sammy or Yarny showed that last year. I think his ability to score from distance. So yeah, he's got a good release and sneaks up on you. It may not be the first thing you think about his game, but obviously a strong asset of his.
What impression has Minton made on you?
I think he's just got such good understanding of the game, and I think himself as a player, and not trying to do too much. I think just reading and reacting, and has good instincts that way. So I think he just plays with a lot of poise, a lot of good awareness, very responsible player, but obviously makes the plays when they're there. So you can see what his potential is, and why he's going to be a great player for our organization and our team, and a really good kid too. I think he's just got a great head on his shoulders. Just maturity is off the charts. So good to see him have a really good camp and get an opportunity like last night.
How are you feeling?
No, I feel good. Just a little minor setback here, but feel good.
What happened in that game at St. Thomas?
It wasn't well. It happened the game before actually. I got bruised up a little bit, and then I just tweaked something, but all good now.
Sheldon said that kind of full court press on your part to try to play tomorrow, but probably won't happen. But you feel like you're in a position to be good to go for next week?
Yeah, I do. I understand both sides of it. Obviously, by myself thinking that playing tomorrow wouldn't be a problem, but it would also be stupid to do something that makes me lose even more time. So I'm going to listen to the doctors there. I think they're smart enough to know. So, but yeah, day by day, I'll take it day by day.
Does this setback hurt a little more because you wanted to get right into everything with the team? I know.
No, I mean this. Yeah, no, it just happened during the game, and obviously we've been taking it day by day. But I've been feeling pretty good here the last few days, and I mean just taking a couple more days might not hurt anything. Probably for the better, but obviously it would be a regular season game. I would probably try to play tomorrow. So, but yeah, we'll take it day by day. Feeling better though, so that's a positive sign.
Without being able to get the reps, how do you prepare? Like with learning everything, new team, all that stuff between now and the beginning of the season?
Yeah, obviously, and that's one of the things why I wanted to play as well. Yeah. Just get the rust off a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, practices are huge. They're huge for the team. A bunch of new guys here, everyone trying to learn the system and get a feel for each other out there on the ice wherever everyone are and stuff like that during the system. So yeah, practices are going to be important. So yeah, I'm going to have to treat the practices like I always do.
What stands out to you about Sheldon's system here?
No, I think it's great. Obviously, I think we want to add a little bit more physicality, but I think we're really great on the forecheck, and I think we pressure the opponents all over the ice, and I think that's going to turn into a lot of mistakes. And if we can get a little bit more physical, I think that's gonna help a long ways too.
What's your focus when it comes to the defensive side? Sheldon said they know what you can do on the offensive side. They want to work with you defensively. What are you focused on when it comes to that side of the game?
Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be the biggest, the most strongest guy out there. I think it more comes down to keeping a good gap through the neutral zone, breakout plays early, and obviously in front of the net, take body position right away so that I make more time for myself and not having to try to move bodies in front of net and stuff like that. So I think it's more body positioning, having a good gap, a great stick, and then I think it comes with trying to break the puck out clean every time. That's going to make me spend more time in the O-zone.
You've been a power play guy most of your career. The Leafs look like they're going to have Austin and Mitch kind of killing together at times. Can you imagine what it would be like to face that as a power play guy? Yeah,
obviously you have to be ready for they're trying to go the other way. So that's a good thing that you have those kind of things in a PK too. It's going to have the power play guys, I think, for an extra second that they have to be on top of the game.
Today's practice, a little scary. See Ilya go off like that. Like, what goes through your mind when you see that?
Yeah, no, it's never fun to see. I'm not sure what happened or where the puck hit him, but I saw him in there now, and he looks like he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's laughing it off at all. I know he's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he does. I didn't talk a lot with him, but I saw him walk around and have a smile on his face. I'm thinking he's pretty good.
Mitch, I guess first of all, what goes through your mind? It seems kind of scary there. Ilya comes to the bench in pain.
Yeah, just obviously want to make sure he's all good. Try to hide from you guys getting your phones out and videotaping him as best I can. So, we'll see how he is. Hopefully everything's okay.
At this stage of the training camp, I know it probably feels a little long. Just how excited are you to get back and get your game action going?
Yeah, it's great. Training camp's great because you get the anticipation, you get the nerves, and you know what's coming around the season. And it's a lot of skating, a lot of ups and downs, but something you look forward to. And once you get into the season, obviously things slow down a little bit, and you get really excited for it.
Where do you feel the chemistry's at with Tyler, with you and Austin?
Yeah, good. Like I said, we knew it wasn't going to be like snapping our fingers quick and easy. It's never like that. So, I think it's even still coming back into the years. It takes a couple days to even get back acquainted really with Austin, I'd say. So, I think we've done a good job here recently, just finding each other in the middle of the ice, moving our feet, getting pucks down and deep, and he's got a weird orthodox way of getting pucks back, but it works a lot, and he's done a great job around that net and finding us.
Yeah, what stands out, I guess, the most about the way he goes about that?
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome to watch. It's like a Neanderthal out there sometimes, and it's awesome to have on your team. Playing against him for so long that you know what kind of threat he is on that ice with his body, how good he is with his stick and his feet about getting pucks back, and he's, especially recently, it seemed on the forecheck, he's getting a lot of those pucks back, or making a loose puck for F2. So it's just been great in that aspect, and for us, just knowing that if he is the first guy in there, usually a puck's going to be hanging around the feet.
What's the dynamic with you and Austin on the penalty kill? I know you guys obviously plot a lot on the power play about chances and that, but it looks like you guys chat before. John, are you, in addition to your defense responsibilities on PK, what are you thinking offensively?
Well, we're not trying to think too much offensive. That's what we're talking about. Is like, he's had a couple great rushes these last couple games on the kill, and I think from my aspect, it's just making sure that I'm staying back and trying to protect just in case something does go wrong or blows a tire and it's a 4 or 5 man rush the other way. So our main process is just getting that kill done. I think we know if we do the right and do the right job out there with our sticks and our feet that we can pick off plays and go the other way, but at the same time, that's not our main objective. It's to kill off penalties and make sure we're doing it right.
He was saying he still feels like it's not quite natural, it's kind of thinking it through. Like, what's your sense of where he's at in the process of getting it down?
Yeah, good. It is a little weird at first just because there's some times where some trigger points you don't know if, you should go, you should hold and try to get a lane or, stop someone from making a play. So I think it's just something you got to get used to and something he's getting used to. And he's asking a lot of questions. He's getting a lot of video reviews. So he's doing all the right things, and he's smart enough and quick enough that he's already really got it down to a T right now, and he's just going to keep getting better at it.
There are some PK guys in the league that you go up against that you kind of, maybe not dread going up against, but do a pretty good job when you're on the power play.
He's not in it anymore, but obviously Bergeron, especially with what we had there. Him and Marchand always did a great job, and those are two guys that know that if they get the puck in their hands, they can go down and make some deadly things happen. So for us, it's just making sure, when we do get our opportunities, we're smart with them. If we think we have a chance to score, then do it, but at the same time, don't overdo it. But definitely Bergeron was the guy that, you didn't really want to test too much passing it through him.
What stands out to you the most about Fraser Minten?
A lot. Just his feet, how good he is with his stick, of picking him off plays, reading plays. It's been really great to watch him these preseason games, just really, kind of take the role and just keep getting better every day. So that's what you want to see, especially, for those young guys, and he's done an amazing job of it. And it's been very impressive to watch.